And so Real Madrid captures a 2-1 lead. We'll kick it now to King Recon with the latest news on the Reverie in One Piece.
Thank you very much, Dave. Now, if we're looking back into the history, on August 9th, 1999, Ichiro Oda released Chapter 100, which was the very first time that we saw Monkey D. Dragon. On July 3rd of the year 2000, One Piece Chapter 142 was released. In this very chapter, Dalton attended the Reverie from 8 years ago, where they first brought up Dragon's name. Now, they stated that that very same individual would be a threat, would become a threat. Now, we look back exactly from original introduction back in 1999, we're looking exactly 803 chapters later. We could possibly be getting a sighting of the thing we've been waiting to see since we all originally watched that episode. Whether it was episode 52 or whether you first read the manga in chapter 100, this is the moment that we've been waiting for. Now, aside from the main event, which we all know is inevitable at this point, my boy Dragon, let's look at the stats here. Now, people have been asking me, Recon, will the Reverie live up to the hype? Will the Reverie be 10 chapters? Will the Reverie be 15 chapters? Will the Reverie be 5 chapters, 3 chapters, 1 chapter? I've got you. I've got all the answers right here, folks. The very first thing in my notes states, believe in Oda. Ladies and gentlemen, the stats do not lie. Right here, Ichiro Oda is averaging 10s for the last 902 chapters. That's like asking Michael Jeffrey Jordan to go out into a finals and not perform. Come on, folks. The next one, 29 amazing arcs in 9 sagas. 29. Some series don't even have one amazing arc. We've got 29 over here, coach. 29! Then, we have the potential Sabo versus Stelly, which I'm not going to say is inevitable, because it is inevitable. But if it does happen, expect a wash of grand proportions, man. You think that Braun Strowman versus James Ellsworth was a wash? No, son, this is going to be flipping... I'm talking about The Rock versus, like, random dude from, like, 1998. I mean, straight up rock bottom people's elbow, it's done. Wash. Wash. Next one. Cobra. We've been waiting for the questions that he's going to ask for years. What is he going to ask? What is he going to talk about? What is he going to bring up? Regardless of what he brings up, if Cobra leaves this thing alive, I will be genuinely shocked. He's getting smoked by the Gorosei. Next one. All of those in attendance of the Reverie will have to put respect on the king's name. Now, who is the king? If you are a new person to the channel and you're asking, who is the king? You already know who the king is. You already know who the king is. You've got to put respect on the king's name, alright? Everybody there, ranging from Vivi to Shirahoshi to every single person that's going to be attending, at one point in time, they're going to bring up the subject of Monkey D. mother-flipping Luffy. And what are they going to do? There's going to be respect and there's going to be disrespect. But I'll tell you what, by the time that this thing is all said and done, there's going to be nothing but respect. Because my boy, he delivers triple dubs on a daily basis. And that's a shoot. That is a shoot, ladies and gentlemen. So, continuing on there. All of them will put respect on Luffy's name. Following that, possible Void Century info. Now, this goes back to what I was talking about with Cobra and how Cobra is going to get smoked by the Gorosei. Cobra could possibly say something along the lines of, going back to the original Void Century, and he might get smoked on the spot. I don't know if they're going to take him out for bringing up something about the ancient weapons. I don't know if it's going to be about the Void Century. It could be both. Hell, it could be something completely different. But what I do know is that we're going to get some Void Century info, and it's going to be a tease. We're going to be seconds away from finding out what happened on some Volume 41 stuff back in Robin's flashback, where Clover got smoked the moment he was about to say the kingdom's name. We're going to get a similar situation right here with Cobra. What happens after that, I'm not sure. But what I can tell you right now is that we're going to be this close to getting some insane Void Century information. Insane. The build-up is going to be insane. We're going to be talking about it for years right after this, man. It's going to be crazy. So definitely expect possible Void Century info. Now, one of the biggest questions that I've been getting asked is, will Blackbeard be there? And will there be a Blackbeard pirate sighting? And what I can tell you is that if Blackbeard does show up, expect chaos, expect madness. If Oda's been saving post-time skip Blackbeard's design for him to show up in the Reverie, by all means, let's flip and go. I'm into like Somewhere, baby. My whole thing is, regardless of who shows up, whether that entire Dragon and Blackbeard thing where they took out the entire hideout and everything back in chapter 825, whatever that is, so whether that was a cover-up by the government of what actually happened, whether, you know, it was all a ploy from both squads, you know, they were both in it together to where, you know, we just say that you guys destroyed our thing, and you guys, some of you guys stay behind and actually destroy it, and, you know, we head on our own separate paths and we start taking care of business. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened between the revolutionaries and the Blackbeard Pirates, but what I can tell you is that one of them will be there. Whether it's Dragon or whether it's Blackbeard, maybe even both. But if both show up, if only one shows up, it's not going to matter, because they're going to be face to face with the very people they despise, and that's going to be amazing. So expect that. I don't care who shows up. It could be Dragon, it could be Blackbeard, it could be anybody. But whoever does show up, chaos will ensue. But if it is Dragon, I'm going to take off my glasses, man. If it is Monkey D... Take this thing off, man. If it is Monkey D. Dragon, then you can expect non-stop greatness. And I'm already expecting greatness. But you can damn well expect a panel between Akainu, between Saka mother-flipping Zuki, and Dragon. And when I get that panel, when we get that panel, man, you're gonna see people marking out the way they've never marked out before, man. You're gonna have two people of legendary clout clashing. It could be a stare down, it could be a conversation, whatever the case may be. But if Dragon shows up, he's meeting Akainu. And if you remember back in Marineford, when he found out that Luffy was Dragon no Musco, when he found out that Luffy was his son, I mean, his sights were directed in Luffy's path, man. So let me tell you this. If Dragon shows up, that is inevitable. Now, what happens at the rest of the Reverie, man? I'm not sure. All I can tell you is that everything that I just presented to you, it's gonna happen, man. It's just straight up facts. Straight up facts right here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go through this one more time. Dragon's pulling up at the Reverie. Alright, Sabo versus Stelly may happen. If it does happen, it's a wash. Cobra's getting smoked by the Gorosei. The kings will put respect on the true king's name. We're gonna have possible Void Century info, expect a Coctease. Will we get a Blackbeard sighting? I'm not sure. Will Kobe be in the Reverie? I'm not sure. But what I can tell you is that out of all the things that I've told you right now, and out of everything else that you're probably going to see in other people's videos, there's one thing that is absolutely inevitable. And this is beyond just Dragon showing up. This is beyond of everything that I just said. There's one thing that is without question inevitable. And that is that this Reverie is going to be filled with big news!